It's the Ravens and the Steelers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the end? Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you, and Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
So out they come for their opening drive of this ball game. And bringing them out, an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
Kate, he's had some time to work past their last game, and he needed every second of it. A 4-interception game isn't easy for anybody to move on from, even for the shortest of memories. He's got to get his head right this week. This team needs him to deliver.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
From the 36. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Fields on first down. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason.
Here we go.
Another throw for Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Off play action. It's Fields. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Motioning him from the slot right. On first and 10, it's Fields. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Has it in close. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Here's Carter on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
From the 42, he's on the move. And this one's incomplete, too low as it skips off the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that takes them to third down. From the gun, Jackson. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The Steelers are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards.
Here we go. Good.
Play action, Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And that will not be enough for a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Hurry up.
Fields on third. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on fourth. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will go on offense. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Here's a give up the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Complete out to the right side. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points of this game. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting at the 10. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Steelers have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And you can see he's valued well beyond his work just as a runner. He's leading NFL backs in receiving touchdowns late in this season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Fields out of the gun. This finds Austin complete. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead with Taylor. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Fields now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Here we go.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Fields to throw it. Flush down out to his left. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Mitch Wisnowski headed back down as they'll punt it away once more. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Ravens and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. Man, it'll be their football. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up.
DC, ready?
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him at the 15. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Hand off to the back. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Jackson now on 3rd. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it.
Don't jump, ready?
1st down throw for Fields. Rolling left by... Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. First throw for the backup now. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Mitch Wisnowski on the punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Ravens more than happy to take over in enemy territory. It's an option right that begins this drive. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought
into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Jumped off to his running back. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. One of the tight ends motioning right. Throwing off the play fake here. Gets the feet in. That's a catch. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They're going to turn to Taylor on third down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. The Steelers set to punt it. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Ball at the 33 for first down. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. He's going to throw this one. That one's incomplete over the middle.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. The defense takes its third and final timeout. Wisnowski on and readying for the punt. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fields this clean at the 30. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Lamar throwing again. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So it's second down coming up. Again, it's Jackson to the air. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. So they're left facing third and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Jackson's going to throw again. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So that brings up 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. While New Year's parties get set up nationwide this afternoon, we're closer to ringing in the holiday ourselves. That's halftime here on New Year's Eve. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium.
Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the third quarter. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Evans now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. Hits his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Lamar. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And hey, we see out under the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Steelers will take over deep on their own side. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. Continuing to move past the 45. Hits the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the second half with some needed points. Extra point is up and good from Slot. And the Steelers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's Carter on the return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Ravens headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Trying to work quickly now. Play action now with Jackson. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. It's fielded at the 14. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will take over possession. Running back sent in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. Catch made by Austin. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. First down, ball at the 36. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack. You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. So out now comes the punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Ravens will go on offense. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. 3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens go up by 12. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson throwing for it. It's caught. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 31. On target to his man Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
To throw here on 1st down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
2nd and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Slot man motioned over. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Steelers 21.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Evans now to return. Jukes out a one-stop. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So as the Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 47-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. This one taken in by Chase. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Juke the defender. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Steelers first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing from the gun. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one finds Taylor. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent.
And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Carter on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 37 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And they pitch it to him. Oh, he trucked that defender. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And they bring him to a stop with this run, gets him into the red zone, down to the 15. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now Jackson off the play action. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore! should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Still sticking with the passing game. This finds Austin, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
He'll throw it yet again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort.
And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Steelers 35.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He'll begin his return from the 11. We track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. First down, ball at the 36. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, Alpha, say hi.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
The Steelers' offense headed out. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Taylor makes the catch. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. Running back sent in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Now they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see, it's 1st and goal. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your loss.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got 1 more snap coming up. All right, 1 more snap to play here. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep on their division rivals. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Ravens are your winners, as we say so long from Baltimore.